Those gloves again. Those everlasting gloves. I told you again and again to leave them in the kitchen. No doubt with such elegance you hope to impress the milkman. No, no, don't deny it. There's no point in lying. Hang them over your sink. When will you understand that this room must not be polluted? Everything, but everything that comes out of the kitchen is spit. Get out and take your mucus with you. Oh, don't worry, give yourself a treat. And above all, take your time. There's no hurry. Go! Is my gown ready? Are you there? Claire?
I'm so sorry, madame. I was preparing madame's tea.
Lay out my evening things. The white gown, the sequined one, the fan, the emeralds.
Oh, madame's jewels.
Lay them out. I shall choose. And of course, my patent leather slippers. The ones you've been coveting for years. For your wedding, no doubt. Admit. He seduced you. Admit you're pregnant, confess. Claire, I've told you. Kindly refrain from spitting. How hideous you are, you poor old thing. Bend over more and look at yourself in my shoes. Do you think I enjoy having my feet veiled in the film of your saliva, in the mists of your swamps?
My wish is for madame to be lovely.
You do hate me, don't you? You smother me with your attentions and your humility and your gladioli and your hydrangeas. It's really too cluttered in here. Too many flowers, lethal. Lethally lovely I shall be. My gown is red. Madame will be in red. I did say white with sequins.
Tonight, madame will wear the scarlet velour.
Yes? Why?
Because madame's breasts under the draped velour are unforgettable, particularly when she sighs and speaks to monsieur of my devotion. Of course, a black something would be better for a widow.
What do I really need to explain? Ah, you're alluding, I see. Threaten me. Add insult to injury. So, you're alluding to monsieur's misfortune, are you? I can see you coming. I can hear the accusations humming in the beehive of your brain. I know you are longing for the moment you can spit in my face.
Madame, oh, we're not quite there yet. Monsieur
is in prison, thanks to me. Go on, say it. I dare you to say it. I've given you freedom of speech. Speak. I operate on the sly, in the shadow of my flowers. And you have nothing on me.
Madame thinks every word is a threat. I'm only the maid.
Am I to be at your mercy simply for denouncing my lover? Just for selling him to the police? Oh, I could have done worse than that. Claire, do you hear me? Forced my hand to pen that epistle to the cops. Steadily, firmly. No mistakes in spelling, no corrections in grammar. The letter that sent my love to jail. And you, instead of upholding me, you taunt me with it. Widow, she says. Monsieur isn't dead, Claire. Monsieur will be led alive, dungeon to dungeon, from prison to prison, perhaps even to Devil's Island. And I, his love, insane with grief, will follow. I'll be part of the convoy. I will share in his glory. Widow, indeed. White is the mourning of queens, Claire. You're too ignorant to know that. You deny me the white gown.
Madame will wear red.
All right. Hand me my robe. I'm so deserted, so friendless. I can read the hatred in your eyes.
I love you.
As one loves one's mistress, no doubt you love me and you respect me. While you're waiting for a legacy, a clause in my will naming you beneficiary.
I would do the impossible for you.
Oh, I know. You'd throw myself into the fire for me. Fasten the hook. Don't pull so hard. You're trying to bind me up. Stop pawing at me. And keep your distance. You smell like an animal. From what foul attic where lackeys defile you at night did you get that smell? The attic. There, the twin iron beds. The night table between them, where the two sisters dream of one another. Am I right?
So miserable I could weep.
I am right. Let us not insist upon your prayers to a virgin in plaster, your kneelings and your rosaries. I will not even mention your paper flowers. Paper. Well, and the branch of holy wood. But look at these petals opening for my glory. Am I not an improvement on your plaster virgin?
Please.
And there, the famous skylight through which a half-naked milkman jumps into your bed.
Madame's mind must be wandering, madame.
Your hands, it's your hands that are wandering. How often must I whisper, your hands smell of the sink? That's your fault. What?
I am arranging your fall, the fall of your gown.
Keep your mean old paws off me! Ow! Look, if you must whimper, carry on in your attic. Here in my room, only noble tears are allowed. A day will come when the hem of my gown will be constellated with tears, but precious as pearls. So arrange my fall, you fallen woman.
Madame is getting carried away.
I'm getting carried away by the devil in his fragrant arms. He's lifting me. I'm taking off. I'm high. Stuck down here. My necklace. Oh, hurry up. We won't have time. The train's too long. Pin it up with safety pins. Ah, keep your hands off mine. Your touch horrifies me. Get on with it.
Don't overdo it. Your eyes are blazing. You're crossing the river.
What did you say?
The limits, madame, the boundaries. You must keep your distance.
What language, child. I mean, Claire. I see. This is your revenge, isn't it? You feel that the moment is coming when, leaving behind you the role of maid.
Madame understands me to perfection. Madame sees straight through me.
Leaving behind you the role of maid, you become revenge. Are you getting ready? Are you sharpening your claws? But Claire, don't forget. Claire, are you listening? That the revenger is always born of a maid, and that without me... Claire, you're not listening.
I'm listening.
Only through me, because of me, the maid has any existence. My voice, my gestures. Claire,
I'm listening.
you only exist through me, and you provoke me. You do like seeing me naked in my bath every night, don't you? And my tragic love makes me all the lovelier.
Get on with it. Are you ready?
Are you?
I'm ready. I've had enough of being an object of contempt. I hate you, too.
Oh, easy, darling. Easy.
Oh, I loathe you. I despise you. You don't impress me any longer. I hate the scented breezes of your breasts, your ivory breasts, your golden thighs, your amber feet. I hate you. Yes, my lovely beauty. You thought you could steal the beauty of the sky to deprive me. Choose your perfumes, your lotions, your nail varnish, your silks, your satin, your lace to deprive me. Steal a milkman from me. Confess the milkman. His youth, his freshness upset you, don't they? Because Solange, yes, sits on you. Claire. What? Claire, Solange, Claire. Claire sits on you. Claire is here, clearer than ever, translucent. Oh, Madame thought she was protected behind her barrage of flowers, to be spared by some special destiny, to be saved by somebody else's sacrifice. She reckoned without the revolution of the maids. You can hear it swelling up. It will burst. It will engulf you. Your monsieur was just a sad little thief. I forbid you. Forbid me? What fun. It is Madame who is all forbidden. Her face falling apart. Would you like a mirror here?
Oh, the mark of a slat. So becoming, more beautiful than ever. Danger crowns my head with light, Claire, and you are only the dark.
Infernal dark, sure, I know that speech by heart. I know by the expression on your face what I'm supposed to say, so I'll go all the way. Behold, Mother! Here are your two maids, your faithful servants. We are folding, we are merging in our fumes, our revels, our hatred for you. Don't laugh. Whatever you do, don't laugh at my eloquence yet. Anything to accommodate Madame. I am going back to my kitchen. I am going home to my sink and the smell of my teeth. To the silent burps of my sink. I have my sink as Madame has her flowers. I am only the maid. So you cannot pollute me while I am going back to my kitchen. But first I finish my task. Keep your paws down. Let's have a look at that fragile neck. Stop shaking. I operate with speed and discretion. So soon. Quick. Madame will be back. Help me.
It's over already and you didn't get to the end.
So it's the same. It's your fault. You're never ready in time. I can never finish you off.
The preliminaries take too long. Mind you,
Keep an eye on the window.
we have a little extra time. I set the clock ahead so we could put the room in order.
Oh, we're so close tonight. It's been heavy all day.
Yes.
It's time now.
I'm going to make the tea.
Keep an eye on the window.
There's still time.
Still looking at yourself? Claire, little one.
I'm too tired.
Keep an eye on the window. Thanks to your slovenly ways, the whole place is a mess. I've got to clean the spit off the gown. What's the matter? You can look like yourself again. Take your own face back again. Come back, Claire. Be my little sister.
I'm finished. This light is torture. Do you think the people across the street...
Who cares? Don't want us to organize in the dark. Oh, close your eyes, Claire. Close your eyes. Rest.
Oh, when I say I'm finished, it's just a figure of speech. Don't you use it to patronize me. Don't try to dominate me.
I only want you to rest. That's the best help you can give me.
I read you. Don't explain.
I'll explain all I like. Now, you started this. You think I can't see through you, first of all. You mentioned the milkman, all that. So that boy whispers dirty words as I pass him by in the evening. He does the same to you. You just enjoy dragging in your own insults.
Better check everything's in order. That key. Look, it was the other way round. And on the carnations and the roses. It's impossible, says Monsieur.
Just now you enjoy dragging in your own insults and details of our private life in...
In? Into what? Go on, name it. Give it a name. The ceremony? Oh, never mind. This is no time to start an argument. She'll be back. Oh, but this time, Solange. This time we've got her. Oh, I envy you. You were there when her lover was arrested. You saw her face. For once in my life, I really did a beautiful job. You've got to admit it. Thanks to me, thanks to my anonymous letters, you feasted your eyes on that lovely sight. Her lover in handcuffs and Madame in tears. Oh, she may die of it. This morning she could hardly stand up.
Fine, let her drop dead. Then at last I will inherit. Never again set foot in that garret with those two idiots, a lady cook and a flunky.
I was rather fond of our garret.
Don't go soft on that hole. You're only fond of contradicting me, and I loathe it. I see it as it really is. Sordid and mean and bare. Rather spare, said Madame. Well, we are spare. We are garbage.
Don't begin again. Better look out of the window. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Oh, don't worry. Even in prison you can go on playing queen, doing your Marie Antoinette, parading at night around the apartment.
You're mad. I never parade at night.
No, never. Mademoiselle never went for a little royal procession draped in the curtain, or was it the lace bed cover? Gracing the balcony with her presence to thank at 2 o'clock in the morning. The populace acclaiming her beneath her window. No, never.
Solange.
Too dark outside to see Madame arriving, eh? So once on your balcony at 2 in the morning, you become invisible. What do you take me for? And don't tell me you walk in your sleep. Where we've got to, you might as well admit it.
Solange, you're shouting. Please keep your voice down. Madame might creep in any moment without a sound.
Don't touch the curtains. Leave them alone! I can't stand the way you touch them. That morning, to spy on the police just before he was arrested, Monsieur, he did that just like you.
Even a curtain stirring looks like a killer on the run.
You never dreamt of a convict. You never dreamt of that particular man as a convict.
But the subject of our dream was your invention. Turn your face. Oh, I wish you could see yourself. I bet you're planning his escape.
I'm not afraid of you. I know you hate me. I know you're a snake, but watch out. I'm the eldest.
The eldest? Does that mean strongest? Honestly, you're making me talk about this man to hide my eyes from what's going on. Do you think I'm blind? You tried to kill her.
You're accused.
Don't deny it. I saw you. I was scared. I course, Solange. Through her, you were aiming at me. I'm the one who's in danger. When we get through that ceremony, I'll protect my neck.
All right, I did try. Only to set you free. I couldn't stand it. It stifled me watching you stifling. And go ahead, blame me for it. For loving you too much. If I kill her, you'll be the first to denounce me.
Solange.
What are you afraid of? It's my neck.
Solange, little sister, she'll be back.
I killed no one. I am a coward. That's what you mean. I did my best. She moved in her sleep. She was breathing softly. It filled out the sheet into a shape. It was Madame.
Stop it.
Oh, not quite yet. You wish to hear. Now you will know what your sister is really like, what she is made of, what a serving wench is made of. I wanted to strangle her.
Solange, shut up. I'm stifling. You're stifling me. Can I let in some fresh air?
What do you want?
The window.
Not now. I'm stifling too. I want to play the game for the whole world to see. I want to shout my truth from the rooftops. I want to go down into the street dressed up as Madame.
Yes. All I want is...
Keep away from the window. Open the door into the hall. Open the door into the kitchen. See if the kettle's boiling.
Alone?
All right, then wait. Wait for her to come back, bringing her stars, her tears, her smiles, her sighs, bringing her sweetness to corrupt us. Yes?
Monsieur. It's Monsieur. This is Claire, Monsieur. I will. Of course. Madame will be so happy to hear that Monsieur is free. Of course, Monsieur. I will, without fail. Monsieur will be waiting for her at the Bilboquet. Thank you, Monsieur. Bye.
He's out.
The judge let him out on bail.
Then it's all over with.
You said it.
Judge has the effrontery. This is contempt. A judge. Oh, this is all your handiwork, isn't it? Your letters, your denunciations, a fine job. Congratulations. If Monsieur is free, he will conduct the investigation. He will tear this place apart, and they will find your pathetic scribbles. Congratulations.
Don't. Why should he suspect?
Why do you think he's going to the Bilboquet instead of coming straight here? Explain that.
Please don't crush me. If you're so clever, why did you botch it with Madame? Ah, the night was dark, thick with perfume. It was Madame. You were afraid. Carry on with this life. Carry on with the game.
Even the game is dangerous. We've left traces, I know we have. We leave them every time, a snail trail everywhere. I'll never be able to clear up the mess. She walks through all this and tames it step by step. She deciphers the clue. She unravels the coil. Her pink toe points unerringly to our traces. One by one, all things lead to us. Madame will love. She has only to ring for service. She'll know we've been stealing her gowns, her attitudes, her gestures, patiently ensnaring her lover, salivating our cocoon of nonsense around him. Everything is lost.
It's all lost because you weren't strong enough.
Enough. Two.
Kill her.
I can find all the strength I need.
Where? Where?
I couldn't see her face.
Because I couldn't see her hateful face.
I felt so near to her, near her sleep. All my strength left me. If I had been able to see her neck, to get at it. But I would have first to lift the sheet, and it was heaving gently.
The sheet was warm, the night was dark. This sort of thing has to be done in broad daylight. And that is too terrible for you. You are not capable of that. I am. Claire, you stopped. I'll go through.
Oh, now calm down. You'll only gamble.
Gamble? What have I got to lose? And first of all, don't mix your hairpins up with mine. What the hell? Mix your filth with my muck, your rags with my tatters. Mix it all up the stink of the maids.
Claire!
Please, I know what I'm saying. I'm Claire, the Claire. And I'm ready. I've had enough. I'm tired of being the spider, the umbrella stand, the sordid nun without God, without family. I'm tired of the kitchen stove for altar. I am that sullen girl of smells and pimples. In your eyes, too.
Claire, we're too nervous. Why isn't she here? Oh, I can't stand it either. I can't stand our looking so alike. I can't stand my hands, my face, my hair, my black stockings. Oh, I'm not blaming you for anything, little one. Your midnight walks help.
Not again.
Oh, how can I help? How can I be of comfort when I know you find me repulsive? I disgust you, I know, because you disgust me. When slaves love each other, it's not love.
No, but it's just as serious. I, too, am sick of it all. This scary mirror that throws my image back at me like a bad smell. You are my bad smell. Well, I'm ready. I will bite. I'll have my crown, and at night the freedom of the palace.
It's not enough to kill her for.
Oh, yes. Why not, please? For what other reason? And when shall we have a better excuse?
Her own life, the sleeping pills.
Monsieur, arrest.
The despair, the disgrace. He's free.
Well,
She'll have her tea the moment she comes in. She'll never find out.
if she does tonight, Madame will watch our shame like a play. She'll laugh to tears. She'll gasp her flabby gasps. Thank you. I'd rather have my crown. I'd rather be the poisoner you failed to be. I'll dominate you. My turn.
I never tried.
Now I will order the world about. You will assist me.
My little sister.
In the book about the Marquise de Venosa, poisoned her children, we learn how, as she was approaching their bed, she was suddenly lifted up, supported in the arms of her dead lover.
My little angel, my little fairy sister.
I'll be supported by the thick arm of the milkman. My left hand on his neck. He won't draw away. And you will come with me, even far away, Solange. If I'm sent far away, even to Devil's Island, you will come with me. You'll join me on board. That escape you were planning for him, we'll use it to save me. We'll be the eternal couple, Solange. Just the two of us. The eternal couple of the criminal and his saint. We are saved, Solange. Saved, I promise.
Calm down. you're going to go to sleep. I'm going to take you upstairs.
Leave me alone. Turn out the light.
Rest, little sister. Rest your feet on my shoulder. Shh.
So much.
Listen. Sleep.
Oh, you have beautiful hair. Oh, what beautiful hair you have. Hers.
No more talk of her.
Hers is flops. Remember, under the tree, our feet in the sun, just the two of us. Solange.
I'm here. I'm your big sister.
No! No weakness. Put on the light. Come on! This is a great moment.
Why don't we eat? Let's eat. What's in the fridge? Must eat to keep our strength. Come along, you will advise us. Sleeping pills.
I'm exhausted.
The sleeping pills.
Secanol.
We'll carry her down to the woods under the dark fir trees and chop her up into tiny little bits, singing to the moon. We'll bury her bones like planting stones beneath the flowers, eh? At darkest midnight, we will water her all we can with our little watering can. She's back.
We'll straighten the bed.
You sure you can go through with it?
How many?
10. Put the pills in her cup, pour the tea. Oh, you couldn't.
10.
9 might not be enough. More would make her vomit.
Make the tea very strong.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Lots of sugar.
Flowers everywhere. Oh, these horrible gladioli. Such a debilitating color. And mimosas. Sweet lunatics. You probably hunt them market before the break of dawn to get them wholesale. All this care and attention for an unworthy mistress. Roses for me, while Monsieur is treated like a criminal because... Solange, I'm going to give you the proof of my confidence in you and in your sister. This time, I give up hope. Monsieur is incarcerated, good and well. In the most infernal circumstances. Your mistress steeped in a sordid and idiotic affair with the police. And while Monsieur sleeps on a straw mattress, you were elevating a flower chapel for me.
Prisons are not what they used to be. Madame must be thinking of the French Revolution.
The straw in the mattress is no longer damp, I know. Oh, but I think of him, and my imagination invents the worst possible tortures for him. And then prisons are full of the most depraved elements, And Monsieur, who's so delicate, will have to live with them. I could die of shame. Here am I, walking about this sylvan arbor, this floral display, despair in my heart. One of these days I shall collapse dead under your roses, all these funereal blossoms. You've been constructing me a mortuary.
Madame's hand is frozen.
Oh, I've been freezing all night, but how can I complain? I've been trailing round icy corridors, meeting frozen men with stony faces. Oh, but I did catch a glimpse of Monsieur, from a great distance, across the court, and I waved to him just the tips of my fingers. I have just let the wife of a magistrate, Claire,
is preparing Madame's tea.
She's taking her time. Oh, forgive me. I'm so ashamed, clamoring for tea, when Monsieur has no tea, no food, no friends. People don't realize what prisons are like. They lack imagination. I have too much and suffer. Oh, you are so lucky, you and Claire, to have each other. The modesty of your situation spares you so many disappointments.
They will soon know Monsieur is innocent.
That he is. He is. But innocent or guilty, I would never desert him. Never. This idiotic story has made me realize how attached I am to him. What was meant to separate us has brought us closer than ever. Of course, Monsieur is innocent. But if he were a thief, I would become his accomplice. Oh, it would be bliss to carry his cross from station to station, from prison to prison, from Devil's Island to Siberia. On foot, if necessary.
They wouldn't let you. Not even the sister, only the mother or wife of a thief is allowed to follow him.
Thief? Language, my dear. A convict is no longer a thief. Anyway, I would force my way past the guards. I would charm my way past them.
Madame should not get such ideas into her head.
I would be utterly fearless. I have my natural weapons. I would use them naturally. Who do you think I am?
Madame is so courageous.
Up to this day, you have known a woman needing care and tenderness, minding her diet and her lace. Now all my little obsessions are gone. I am strong, and I am ready for the fight. First of all with the police, and with a mysterious spy who works with the police from within these walls.
Madame mustn't get panicky. I've known much worse cases.
Worse cases? And what do you know of Monsieur's case?
Me nothing, only what Madame said just now. I feel sure that in this... Okay.
Faltering? And what do you know of acquittals? You go to trials, do you?
I read the reports.
The official recordings?
Just the newspapers. There was a man whose case, well...
Monsieur's case is incomparable. He is accused of theft, of all idiotic things. Now you know theft. It's insane. As insane as the childish letters that denounced him.
Madame should rest.
I'm not tired. Stop treating me like an invalid. You pamper me, you spoil me, you treat me as though I were dying. Oh, thank heavens I still have my wits about me, and I am ready for the fray. Oh, come, come, don't be cross with me. Well, it's better this way sometimes. You're so sweet. I can't stand it. It crushes me. It stifles me. And all these flowers in celebration of the opposite of a wedding.
Perhaps Madame would like to see the day's accounts.
You certainly pick your time. You must be deranged. Do you deny me all delicacy? You think I have time to look at figures when all I want is to be left alone with my grief? Show them to me tomorrow.
This lining's torn. Oh, I should take this to the furrier.
Oh, as you like, it's hardly worth it. Anyhow, I'm an old woman. Yes, isn't it true, Solange? I'm an old woman.
Here come those gloomy thoughts again.
More ideas of mourning. Not surprising. Solange, if you find this house too melancholy...
We would never leave Madame alone. After all Madame has done for us.
I know that. Solange, you've not been too unhappy, have you?
Oh.
You're a little like my daughters. Perhaps we should live in the country. With you near, life might be kinder. You could have all the flowers you wish in the garden. You don't enjoy games, I know, so young. And I've never heard you laugh. The country would offer you a tranquil life, and I will spoil you. And one day I will leave you the little that I have. I've always given you everything you wanted, haven't I? And with my old gowns alone, you could both have dressed like royalty. My gowns? What use are gowns to me now? I'm giving up this elegant life, this social role. I'm giving it all up.
Tea is ready.
Farewell to dancing, to the opera, and to all-night parties. You'll inherit all that.
Madame, not tonight.
Well, one day.
Madame should keep her gowns.
What?
Madame should even order more beautiful ones.
You expect me to run to fashion shows?
Madame will be very elegant. Her very sorrow will give her some new ideas.
Of course. I will need a little black something for the visiting hours. Perhaps I should try even harder for his sake. Perhaps elegance is the only mourning worthy of his exile.
Tea is ready. You're fatiguing Madame with your chatter.
Oh, just leave it there. I'll drink it presently. You shall have my gowns. All is over for me. Oh, my lovely fascination. What a beauty. Oh, poor beauty. Lanvin himself designed it for me, especially. Here, you can have it. Claire, it is a present for you.
Madame is giving it to me.
But of course, didn't I say so?
You say thank you to Madame. You've been admiring it long enough.
But I shall never dare wear it. It's too beautiful for me.
I know you prefer more sensible material, but you could have it altered. There's enough velvet in the train to make you sleeves. It could be quite warm. And Solange, what shall I give you? I will give you my furs.
The ceremonial cloak.
What?
She means Madame always wears it on special occasions.
Well, not in the least. Oh, never mind. Oh, you are so lucky to be able to accept things. I have to buy them.
Madame is so
No,
beautiful.
please, don't thank me. It's a pleasure to make people happy. Now, I must get undressed. When I think that I wish every human being well, who could be so cruel as to want to punish me? And punish me for what? I felt so protected from life and life's evils, protected by your devotion, protected by Monsieur. But all this conspiracy of love could not erect a barrier against despair, because I am in despair. Letters. Letters about what I alone should know. Solange?
Madame?
I didn't know you were on curtsying terms with your sister. How amusing. I always thought you less frivolously disposed.
Tea, Madame.
What I really wanted, Solange. Strange. How could this key have moved? What I wanted was your own opinion. Who could have sent these letters? You don't know. Naturally. Like me, dumbfounded. I want that handwriting examined, analyzed. I want to find out who could so brilliantly have... The receiver. Who left the receiver off the hook?
I did.
Someone phoned?
When Monsieur...
Monsieur who? Speak!
When Monsieur phoned.
What are you talking about? From prison? Monsieur has telephoned from prison.
We only wanted to surprise Madame. He's out on bail. Waiting for Madame at the Bilboquet. We know Madame will never forgive us, but we wanted to surprise her.
And you said nothing. A taxi, Solange! Quick, quick, get me a taxi! My purse! Oh, come on, don't waste time. I think you must both be deranged, or I am losing my mind. When did he call?
Just a few moments before Madame came in.
You should have told me. You know, this tea is cold. Oh, I can never wait until Solange returns. What did he say exactly?
Just what I told you. He was very calm.
Ah, him. He always is. If he were condemned to death, he would look as though it were no concern of his. What a creature. Something more.
Nothing. Just that the judge had let him out.
The judge? At midnight? Do magistrates work so late?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they work very late hours.
Late hours? And how do you know that?
Oh, I know these things. I read justice and detection.
Oh, you do? How curious. What a strange little creature you are, Claire. Oh, she might hurry. You won't forget to have the lining of my furs repaired.
I will take them first thing in the morning.
The accounts. What about the day's accounts? Show them to me. I have the time. Show them to me.
It's Solange who attends to that.
That is true. I don't know where my head is. I will see them tomorrow. Claire. Claire. Come here. Come a little closer. Claire, you've got makeup on. You're all rouged up.
Madame...
Oh, you can tell me. Besides, why not? You have the right. Live, my child, live. Is it in honor of someone? Hmm? We have a crush on someone special. Confess.
The powder is a little dark.
That is no powder. It's rouge. It's ashes of roses. The one I'm no longer wearing. Ah, nothing wrong with a little rouge. You're young. Make yourself attractive. We all have to work at our looks. What can she be up to? Midnight and she's not back yet.
There aren't many taxis at this time of night. Perhaps she had to run to the rank at the station.
Oh, you think so? I'm losing all track of time. Happiness comes so suddenly. Monsieur calling to say he's free just like this.
Madame should have a seat. I'll make some fresh tea.
Oh, don't bother. Tonight, we drink champagne. We may not come back at all.
Perhaps just a cup.
Oh, I'm overexcited as it is.
It might come.
Don't wait up for us, whatever you do. You must both go to bed right away. That clock, what is it doing there? Where did that arrive from?
The alarm clock. It's the kitchen clock.
It must be. I've not met it before.
It's always been on the kitchen shelf. It belongs there.
I suppose I am rather a stranger in the kitchen. That is your realm. Down there. You are the sovereigns. But I wonder, why did you bring it up here?
It was Solange for the cleaning up. She never trusts the clock in the hall.
How peculiar. Well, she is punctuality itself. Oh, I'm looked after by the most faithful of servants.
I will bring some fresh hot water.
Yet how peculiar. She's taking her time. You could find a taxi on any street corner. And you heavy fool. Are you beautiful tonight? To deserve him? No wrinkles? You've never been separated for so long before. It seems like 1,000 years. Now, look at me. Huh? Wistful, perhaps, gay, soothing. Oh, you idiot, talking to yourself. Happiness always makes me lightheaded, and Solange simply disappears. And these flowers, oh, these girls worship me. But they haven't dusted the dressing table. Their housekeeping always astonishes me. It combines luxury with filth. Oh, my mind was wandering, Claire. I'm rambling. Do forgive me. Today was impossible.
Madame is not satisfied with the service.
Oh, but of course it's simply heavenly delicious.
Madame is making fun of us.
Now, don't you bully me. After such a day, I've deserved the right to a little lunacy. And then there's the affair of those letters. Who could possibly have written those letters? Ah, you don't know. Naturally, of course not. All day I've been groping as though blind. I'd like to know, that's all.
All that is over. Monsieur is free.
Oh, thank heavens for that, which still doesn't account for those letters. Why didn't you tell me immediately that Monsieur had called? He'll be furious by now.
We wanted to break it gently to Madame. We were concerned.
Brilliant. Claire, what do you think of my hair? Do you like it like this?
If I might venture.
If you might venture. Venture, my dear. I have great confidence in your opinion. So, my hair.
If I might risk a suggestion, Madame might wear it a little fluffier to the sides.
You think so?
It would make the face look softer.
I mean, like this. Ah, you're right, Claire. You are an oracle. You know, I always thought you had very good taste and were meant for something better than a maid.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
No, of course not. But you do have a rather more sensitive nature than the others. Oh, it can't be much fun for you having to live with them. But fortunately, you do have your sister near, and that makes a family. Still, a bit of luck.
Oh, if I'd only wanted.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Listen. It's Where's the car? It's here.
It's so cold outside. Madame must have her tea.
Oh, you'll be my death with your flowers and your tea and your concern. You really are too much for me. Oh, I never felt so full of life. Look, you've served it in the best tea set. This is a cup for state occasions. How elegant, how solemn.
Madame must drink it if she does.
Madame is still here. I ran everywhere for a taxi. No one would come at this time of night.
Did you get one? A taxi!
It's here downstairs, Madame.
So, let's go. It's understood. You both go straight to bed, and tomorrow we'll sleep and sleep forever.
But, Madame...
Oh, take these flowers away. Have them for your room. Close the front door after me, but do not latch it.
Madame!
Madame is escaping. Oh, all these flowers.
Madame is beautiful. Madame is kind. Madame is good. Madame is always giving us what she doesn't need. Madame lets Claire and Solange live together. Whenever Claire is ill, Madame looks after her or Solange, because Madame is always confusing them. That's kind. On Sundays, we can go to church with her and kneel on praying stools next to her pew. She smothers us in withered flowers. She goes on and on about Monsieur until we feel deprived. Madame is beautiful. Madame is good. Madame is kind.
She didn't drink it. Of course not. I should have known better.
I'd like to see what you'd have done.
You sneered at me. How could you let her go?
Don't crush me. I put the pills in her cup. She didn't drink it. It's not my fault.
It never is.
If your tongue was on fire to announce that Monsieur was free...
Your little tongue started it.
You finished it.
To give you time, I went down the steps one by one. I walked out into the street as slowly as a blind woman. I went along back streets with the least traffic. Clouds of taxis came at me. I tried to run and run. Finally, I must have stopped in front of one without noticing. And while I was gaining time, you lost it all. You let her go. The only thing left for us is to run, take our things and vanish.
Things are against us.
Ooh, you think objects bother about you and me?
That's all they do. They betray us. Solange, I saw Madame. Saw her discover the clock we forgot to take back to the kitchen. Saw her notice the powder on the dressing table, the makeup on my cheeks, the crime reports I
You must
read.
go. Come on, Claire. Quick, run for your things. We must
Wait.
take a train, a boat, anywhere, anyhow, but go.
Where shall we go? How shall we live? We're poor.
We could take. Claire, let's take.
Honey, I can't allow that. We're not thieves.
No.
That money would denounce us. I've seen the objects betray us, one after another. Solange, I'm afraid of them. We must be very guilty if objects accuse us so relentlessly.
Naturally, maids are guilty when madames are innocent. Oh, madame. If I had been your executioner, I would have carried out your sentence to the last drop. That tea you have refused to drink, I would have broken your jaw open and poured it down your throat. Refused to die, I would have begged you on my knees and kissed the hem of your garment. Where are you off to?
Sleep.
Claire? Claire? I'm calling you.
So what?
Did you hear me? Come here.
What do you want now? We're beaten.
So you propose to just sit and wait? In agony?
She's meeting him. They'll work out where the letters came from. They'll be back on us tomorrow, drunk as a conquering army and as vicious. They'll know. They... Oh, I hate her. I hate her. And you, just sit there. You saw how she glittered, her foul joy. Her happiness feeds on our shame. The red in that dress is the red of our shame. Her lipstick is the red of our shame. And you just sit there. Why don't you howl? Are you dead?
What do you want of me? She got away. You came back too soon.
She gets away and you just sit there.
What are you trying to do? Make a scene? Eh? Solange?
You want a scene? Tell me. Just tell me. We've got time now. We've got all night. Let's get on with it.
No. Let us do it in slow motion. Shall we?
We'll keep the apron. It's your turn.
Never mind.
It's my turn to be Madame.
Take the apron.
Claire!
I am used to it. Here. You really think I have too much rouge on?
Rouge. There is some, but Madame is not just rouged. Madame is made up.
She is finished.
This forced on me again. I want to be a real maid. Put the light out.
You don't expect us, do you, to organize in the dark?
Do as I say.
Solange, let's wait a little. What if she comes back? Suppose she's forgotten something. Nights like this, people do forget things. A purse or money or...
Innocent.
She walked out too quickly. It's a trap. Madame suspects something.
Such as what?
She is suspicious. We're being watched.
Oh, we've gone too far. We're above suspicion.
Solange, you're not listening to me. Believe me, we're being watched. I feel it. I'm sure she'll be back any moment, without warning. Her gloves, her compact, her handkerchief, God knows what. But I know there is something in this room. Some object that mirrors every gesture we make and can record it and play it back. Remember, she wanted the front door left unlatched.
Yeah, you're raving.
Oh, no, please, wait. We must wait. It is serious. If she comes back...
Will she regret it?
Solange, you're growing monstrous. At least if...
What?
We could say a prayer. You...
Dare bring God.
Maybe to the Virgin.
The Mother of God into the ceremony. Really, you have more nerve than I credited. No sense of shame.
Oh, softly, Solange. The walls are frail.
You're going mad. God is listening. We may know the final ceremony is to be performed for him, but we must not admit it to him. We must go all the way and lose ourselves in it.
Not so loud.
These walls are the ear of God. then I should wear white. As you like. It hardly matters now. But hurry. Let's skip all the opening formalities, all the preliminaries, get straight into the transformation. No more hesitations and twists. We stopped needing all those lies long ago. Oh, be quick! I cannot stand the shame and humiliation any longer. Let the whole world smile and shake their heads and call me envious and insane. I am quivering. I am shuddering with delight. Claire! Begin. You're beautiful.
Skip that. You said we were skipping the preliminaries. Begin the insults.
Couldn't ever. You dazzle me.
Solange, or Claire, because you all look the same to me. You irritate me, and you risk my displeasure. I said insults. Let them swell and billow, unfurl and drown me, because I've never made a secret of it. I hate servants. Odious and vile species. I hate them. Servants do not belong to the human race. Servants ooze viscous discharge flowing along our corridors into our rooms, entering into us. They enter our mouths to corrupt us while I vomit you. Oh, no one has to have them, like one has to have gravediggers and policemen. The beautiful world of putrefaction. Face off!
Turn. Madame had her love song, her dove song, her milkman, her lovers.
Solange?
Quiet. Her morning milkman, her pale messenger of dawn, her charming dawn carillon, her pale and ravishing master, it's all over. Ready for the ball?
What are you doing?
Stopping your flow. Down on all fours. All fours. We're so beautiful. Your precious arms writhing, your tears, your petals, heavy pearls down your lovely face. All fours! Aren't you amusing, dear? Crawl, crawl hideously. Hideously! You were going to sail in the wake of a ship, cross the seas to comfort your exiled charmer. Take a good look at yourself. That role is reserved for the fairest of the fair. The guards would snicker and point at you. Your lover would turn pale with shame. And strong, madame, strong enough to carry his bag. Nimble, madame, nimble on your own pins. I don't need him. I don't need your thief to achieve the ends I have set myself. I am myself thief and slave shadow. I will land alone on the shores of life. At last, erect I will marry you erect, drooping at a man's feet. Our end is to end in beauty, Hustler.
You're killing me.
Mind your movements.
Off the deep end. I must get out of this. I'm up to my neck.
Madame. The god's neck. The throat of a queen. Throat of a dove.
It's late.
Never too late.
Madame is
Boasting with champagne, Monsieur's return from Devil's Island.
She will be here. Let go of me.
Waltzing. She's whirling. She is swilling the finest wine. She is blissful.
Solange, believe me. We're in danger. Let's get out of this.
Go into the vestry.
Ah! Oh!
Into the vestry. With you haven't finished. The linoleum. Don't power. It's useless. Death is present, stalking you. I'm here. I who embroidered my belly with pins to burst all those fetuses I swilled down the gutter just to save you up, to keep you alive.
Solange! Oh, Solange, you're not in your right mind.
Mind yourself. Don't howl. No one in the world can hear you. They're all in the world. We have crossed to the other side. Everyone is listening, but no one can hear. We'll take care of you in there. Claire, are you really ill?
Going.
Not in here. For God's sake. You see? You see? Lean on me. Better in there. In our kingdom of withered flowers. Oh, I have the perfect way to end all suffering. Madame. At last. Madame is dead. Reclining on the linoleum. Strangled by the dishwashing gloves. What? Please, Madame, remain seated. Though Madame may call me Mademoiselle Solange, precisely because of what I have done, Madame and Monsieur will call me Mademoiselle Solange. And really, Madame should not have turned up wearing black. It is grotesque. Here am I, reduced to wearing mourning for my maid. After the funeral, all the domestic help of the neighborhood paraded to condole with me, as if I were one of the family. I had so often treated her as one of the family. Death would see the joke through to the bitter end. Madame needn't feel sorry for me. I am Madame's equal. I walk with my head high. Yes, and Monsieur doesn't know the half. He never realized he obeyed our orders. He was really a perfect little boy under our threats. He always did his duty. No, Inspector. I will tell you nothing of my work. Our common work, our collaboration in this crime. Gowns? I wish Madame had kept them. My sister and I had our own gowns, yes. those we made our own every night in secret. Now I have earned my dress, and I am your equal. The red dress of crime. Monsieur laughs at me. Monsieur smiles at me. Monsieur thinks I am insane. He obviously thinks maids should have the good taste not to strike attitudes reserved for ladies. Monsieur really will make allowances. He is the soul of kindness. But he is trying to compete with me in grandeur, and I have conquered the most savage. I see Madame appreciates how lonely I must be. Yes, I am. At last I am all alone, awesome. I could speak with utter cruelty, but I can be kind. Madame will recover from her fright. She will recover only too well. With her flowers, her gowns, her perfumes, her jewels, her lovers. As for me, I have my sister. Yes, I do. I dare. There is nothing I dare not do. And who is there, can silence me? Who is there so bold as to call me daughter? I have served good. I used the motion servants use to serve. I smiled at Madame. I bent over to make the beds. I bent over to scrub the tiles, to peel the veg, to glue my ear to keyholes. Now, I do not bend. I stand upright, solid. I am the strangler. Mademoiselle Solange Le Mercier, the one who strangled her sister. Be quiet? Me? Really, Madame's too delicate. Do you know, I feel sorry for Madame. I pity her whiteness, her silky skin, her small ears, her frail little wrists. Me, I am the one black hen. What is my name? I am the monstrous conscience of servitude. No, Inspector. I will say nothing more in front of them. It would be a strange world if masters could penetrate the dusk where servants live. That, little woman, is our night, our darkness, ours. Neither you nor anyone shall know. Just say this time Solange went all the way. Look at her now, dressed all in red for her exit. Her exit. Down the great staircase, escorted by the police. Out on your balconies to watch her advance between the hooded penitents. The heart of noon, barefoot, carrying a 9-pound candle. The hangman follows. He whispers words of love into my ear. The hangman is my escort, Claire. The hangman is my escort. Keep your hands to yourself. Really, like a kiss. Let me be. The hangman will have his fun. She will lead the procession of all the maids in the city, all the servantry who followed Claire to her final rest, wearing crowns, coronets, flowers, banners, banderoles, while the bell tolls. The funeral unfolds its pageant. It is beautiful, isn't it? First come the butlers in grand liveries without the silk lapels, wearing crowns. Then come the footmen and flunkies in white stockings and knee breeches, wearing coronets. Then come the valets and chambermaids in our colours. Then come the porters, and then the delegations from heaven. And I am leading them. I am acclaimed. The hangman rocks me. I am pale and I am to die. And all these flowers, they did give her a lovely funeral, didn't they? Oh, Claire, my poor little Claire. What? Really, madame, this is pointless. I only obey the police. Only the police understand me. They too belong to the world of outcasts, the world you wouldn't touch even through your gloves. Now, we are Mademoiselle Solange Le Mercier. La Le Mercier, that Le Mercier woman, the famous criminal. So, gentlemen, you can recover your peace of mind. I was no ordinary maid. I have a noble soul. And despite my forbidding it, Madame is still parading about the apartment. She will sit down and listen to me. Claire, we're raving.
You're simply talking too much, child. Not blatantly. Too much. The windows. Close the windows. Good, Claire. Oh, it's late. Everyone's asleep. This is a game of fools. Claire, pour me a cup. But I said, a cup.
Oh, we're dead tired. Better stop.
Oh, no. Poor servant girl. Do not expect to get out of it so simply. We are alone in this world. Nothing exists. Only this altar, where one of the two maids will sacrifice. I said my tea.
Ah, you have served it in the most precious, the richest cup. The orchestra is playing glittering music. The groom lifts the red velvet curtain. He bows. Madame goes down the stairs. Her furs caress the green potted plants. She steps into the car. Monsieur whispers words of love into her ear. Madame would like to smile, but she is dead. She rings the bell downstairs. The night porter yawns, gets up, opens the door. Madame is coming upstairs. She is coming home to Madame, who is dead. Her two maids, however, are alive. They have just risen, emerging free from Madame's icy corpse. All the maids were there. Not in themselves, of course, but in the infernal anguish of their names. Nothing of them remains except floating around Madame's corpse, the delicate perfume of those saintly maidens, which they wear in secret. We are beautiful, drunk with joy and free.